sure, we hated losing this account. The reality of it is they had to source a cheaper product for them. You know, the market is real right now. The struggle is real. You know, they could no longer afford to get, you know, what they're getting from us, and they found a cheaper product. You know, this is business. This is what happens. You know, and the reality of it is, you know, they had to find a cheaper product. You know, our product costs what it costs. It costs what it costs. It just costs what it costs, and that's, you know, the price of getting, you know, these are business decisions. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But here's the thing: through this whole process, you know, we keep the door open, because the door is always gonna be open for them to come back, get other products from us. You know, if we find, you know, if we can even reduce the price even more at some point, you know, as we grow and everything. You know, I can't wait to do more business with them in the future, because, and here's the thing: last year we had the opportunity. You know, it was like, this is a very interesting account. I'm like, I really want to meet them. I actually got a chance. You know, we went up to Wisconsin. We went to this restaurant. You know, took some of the product to it and went to this restaurant. I'm gonna tell you, I was so impressed. By how they're running their establishment. We pulled up. The customers were happy. The people that worked. I mean, it was just. I mean, the vibe was awesome and everything. And I'm like, this is. And to know that I'm providing a product, that we're providing a product to this business that creates, you know, so much joy. I mean, the whole supply chain aspect of it was so incredible. It was praise be to God. And, you know, met a gentleman, you know, as we're standing there, and then we got a chance to fellowship, and, you know, and we were talking about, you know, I'm like, wow, you know, just phenomenal, just a phenomenal day all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Well worth the visit. And it showed us how, you know, how much you got to get out of, as we're building businesses, we got to get out of, we can't just, stay in our backyard and expect for, us to be able to grow and scale our businesses. And with Food by the Word, we've proven, and we continue to prove on a daily basis, that we're, willing to go, the extra mile, the extra distance as we're growing our business and everything. Because the reality of it is, in this world, in this engagement, in this new market that's developing and everything, these are the businesses that are going to thrive. This is the part of business literacy, that's so important that that's why I wanted to make this, video today. This is a business video, and this just shows you, demonstrates, what we're doing in developing at Montgomery 2320, and how we take into account, all of the factors that are at play right now, and the nuances that this is not business as usual. This is not business as usual. But when we can appreciate the opportunity to develop processes and systems that we're able to generate capital and revenue on, and develop relationships on, and build this ecosystem that businesses are able to grow and flourish in this environment, understanding the ups and downs, the highs and lows and everything. This is a great opportunity. So I just want to take this chance, take this time, and really just give a little insight to this awesome situation that we've had. And like I say, I hate to see it end, but we got 31 months consecutively, with zero misses, flawless execution. Not once did supply did we ever, and the prices and when things fluctuated on our end, we never passed that off to the customer though. The price. Because here's the thing, the product price did not stay the same for us. Matter of fact, it cost more. But even as the price, went up on our end, we did not raise the price on their end. And that's the value of a good subscription base. We lock it in, and if we needed to change it, we would have changed it and adjusted it. But we built it in a way that we knew there was going to be fluctuation in the market. And lo and behold, there's definitely been fluctuation, massive fluctuation. But we never passed that off to the customer, which enabled them to get a consistent flow of product, which they didn't have to from our end. Now on the rest of the products that they didn't get from us, I can't control that. But from our end, they were able to keep consistent flow for their customer base. You see, so on and so forth. So we're able to provide, on our end, we were able to provide a key ingredient that they were able to use and grow for 2.5 years. And so, praise be to God. This is when we use this as an example, and just share this video. Take it to heart. let's tap in. Let's get your businesses built. Let's Montgomery 2320 Business Development Services is here just to do these sorts of things for your business. Every business needs systems, and so the reality of it is tap in with us. Check us out online. Montgomery 2320 Business Development Services. Go to Montgomery 2320 BDS.pro or Montgomery2320.com, and you can find us. Check us out. Tap in with us. Let's get your business right. Let's get your business systems built and everything. And the reality of it is let's address these issues, because is your business ready for the future? That's the question. All right.